Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed, baby. Now we got some good news from the world of boxing, right? World of boxing. Terence Crawford versus Kell Brook. Did some real good numbers. Best numbers in 2 years, right? Yeah, okay, I know you see. I'm rolling with the Lakers, right? We just got Dennis Schroeder, right? I didn't really even like the trade with Dennis Schroeder because Dennis Schroeder is way better than people think, right? Dennis Schroeder on the Lakers is a problem for the NBA. And, you know, I hate trade season. That's probably why I haven't talked about it yet. I can't stand it. You get, you know, look at Oklahoma City. Schroeder's gone, right? Chris Paul left to go to Phoenix. So it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's over there by himself now, right? Can't get to love a team because they trade too much. So the hell with that. Okay, we got Dennis Schroeder, but I'm not one of those guys who like everybody on one team. The Lakers won it last year to see if we can do it again with the same team. But that's not how it rolls in sport. People get traded every year now. I don't even know how people are selling jerseys anymore. Because you can't love nobody because he's going to be gone next year. Or you can't hate nobody because he's going to be on your team next year. Whatever. Anyway, back to Terence Crawford. Right? He has a lot of haters. People try to act like they don't know who this is. Terence Crawford versus Kell Brook did the best numbers. Did about 2 million, but 1.8 actually the whole time. But it peaked at over 2 million. Listen, I know you're like, well, that ain't that much. Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's the most since January 2019. Okay? It's the most since January 2019. That's 2 years, people. It's been a lot of fights in 2 years. This is across all networks. This is not just a cable thing or something like that, or a pay-per-view event, or what channel. Throughout all channels. It's the best-selling fight or best-viewed fight in 2 years versus Kell Brook. Yeah, a lot of people thought Kell Brook was going to win that fight. That's why, right? That's why. So that's just something that's good news, and it's just something, right, that people need to know. Yeah, Terence Crawford versus Kell Brook is the biggest viewed fight in the last 2 years. Let's just repeat it. Sounds good, doesn't it? Because it's something you don't expect. Now, let me tell you something. We also heard about Bob Arum basically saying, you know, I'm losing money on Terence Crawford. Right? I'm losing money on Terence Crawford. People think he's disrespecting Terence Crawford because of it. Now, I'm not going to never be the one that's going to get Bob Arum's back. But I don't have nothing against what he's saying. Because it's probably the truth. Right? He's probably losing money on Terence Crawford. Right? And the reason why is because what I call boxing. Boxing to me is BTBG. That's what I call it for years. Anybody that comes in here to 3 people, they know. BTBG, and I don't care what nobody say. For me, I see how boxing is. And it's beat the black guy. Period. Right? That's what it is. So, and the problem with Terence Crawford is, ain't nobody beating him. So we ain't interested. That's pretty much as simple as it is. He has the best boxer in the world. He couldn't even call him the best pound for pound. He had to call Lomachenko the best pound for pound boxer because that's what people want to hear. The best pound for pound boxer is Terence Crawford. He can't even sell the man, really, like he should be. Like he should be, you know, just mega star, but he's not. Oh, he needs to talk more. He needs to... No, he don't. What does that do? Not really. No, he don't. Why? You know why he got to talk more and act a fool? So people can start hating him more. He should just say that. Bob Arum, if he would have said, hey, it's BTBG and people don't hate you enough, man, because they don't know who you are, so you got to get out there and talk some smack so they'll start hating you. That's his translation, right? Because that's what Mayweather had to do. They start hating him, and now you get paid. Muhammad Ali hated him, you get paid. That's how that happens. They hated George Foreman at first. They start loving him later. That's different. But once you get so old, then everybody going to start loving you after that, or when you're almost dead or something. That's how that rolls. So that's why he can't really sell Terence Crawford. Right? So he's just saying I'm losing money on the man, right? And he's probably is. You know, I ain't got nothing against that if you're losing the money, but then let the man roll then, right? Because he's going to get in some big fights. But all those mega dollars or whatever, they're not coming until there's somebody not of color, not Spence. It's going to be a pretty good fight. But if there was somebody not of color that would beat Terence Crawford, oh, Terence Crawford would be okay. He'll make a lot of money then. But the bottom line is I am so good, you don't find nobody that's not of color that's going to beat me. At 140 or 147 pounds, it's not going to happen, right? That's what the problem is. I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings or whatever, but that is what's wrong. So let's just check out what's happening going forward. It don't matter what Terence Crawford signs. If he signs at the PBC with the other guys, at least he would have good fights and make decent money, right? And so nobody would be losing money from him. But bottom line is he ain't going to make money until there's somebody that's not of color that's going to beat him up. And I think that's going to take a while. So therefore, he might have to roll. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. I'm still mad about the Dennis Schroeder trade. And I'm up out of here, y'all. Peace.